How's everybody doing today? Hope everything's going well for you. Welcome back to another lovely, beautiful episode of Legacy Wealth Advantage, a podcast made just for you. My name is Quentin Edwards, aka Mr. Awesome. Today I got another beautiful show for you. It's going to be quick, simple, and straight to the point. Usually I'm doing about anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes. I'm assuming this one's going to be somewhere between 15 to 20. I just want to come quick to you. Got some other things I want to get into, but I felt it was important to, again, when I have something to express to the viewer, that's what I feel like my purpose is, to want to help people change their beliefs. So, again, welcome back, Podcast Nation. Legacy Wealth Advantage, the name of the actual podcast. Well, excuse me, let me do the right introduction. Again, my name is Quentin, aka Mr. Awesome, the proud creator of Legacy Wealth Advantage, an opportunity made just for you and specifically entrepreneurs on finding, creating, and building the dream of freedom. Whatever freedom is to you, people, can be a lot of things, whether it's financial freedom, which is for most people, specifically entrepreneurs, or whether it's just the freedom of time, which involves finances, or just the ability to do what you want, when you want, how you want. And in all three of those categories, money is involved somewhat to a degree of all of them, to a specific T of you needing it, basically. The show is called Mastery Minds, a school for independent thinkers. If you're not following me, please follow me on Coach Q123. I'm a great looking guy. If you don't believe me, how about you find out? Follow me on my Facebook page, which you can follow me at Legacy Wealth Advantage or Coach Q's recruiting agency. And all I ever talk about is ways that I want to help people in life. Because I knew what it was like to walk this world without a purpose once upon a time. And it's not a great feeling. It's the reason why anywhere between 60 to 80%, which I don't think this is some made up fact. I think it's a very true thing with all the things going on in the world, specifically here in the United States. All these shootings and massive shootings and terrorism acts. It just comes back down to people not being satisfied, people not being happy. So instead of being one of the people that, which don't take me wrong, I don't hold anything against them. I don't want to hold up a sign. I don't want to march. I don't want to just pray for them. I want to do something. When I found purpose in life again, this is one of the things I said I wanted to do. The difference between me and other people is I'm still creating my wealth. Most people who start to chitter chat have already made it. So it's a difference seeing the point of view of me building versus me already there. Because I'm still keep doing this once I make it. But the reality of it is, why not? Why not do it now? Why not start now? Which kind of leads me into the topic of the day, which is opportunities. So I was sitting around thinking, meditating, seeing where my life has come in a short amount of time that I've dynamically and very effectively changed it in a short amount of time, which specifically in my type of case, sometimes it's necessary to sit down and figure out where you're at and where you came from, because you can get ungrateful, you can start downplaying stuff, doubting yourself. You got to understand that life does not have instant gratifications on many things. And when I say many, I mean about 98% of things. I wish, just like many and most people in life, that instant gratification was real. But I'm glad it's not, because it's all about the beauty and the ugly. And I'm saying it wrong. Hold on. Beauty and the ugly, ugliness and the success. That's that J. Cole for you. And you got to go through the trials and tribulations, specifically as a human. One of the things that we live on, specifically to make us happy in life, fulfilled, which is the word I love to use, because you can be happy but not fulfilled. You can be sad and not fulfilled, because it just happens in life, man. It's a lot of stuff going on in today's world, and it's all moving very fast. So the ability to get what you need to get done in your reality is important. The world waits for nobody. And like I said, one of the things I was pursuing today was coming back down to my free spirit of where I literally came from 2 years ago almost to where I'm at now. Hasn't been a full complete 2 years yet, but it's just like a wild moment because I'm frustrated because I'm not where I want to be, right? Like most of us. But I understand what it takes to get there. I'm doing it. It's just all about sticking to it. A lot of people give up. A lot of people switch routes. A lot of people start going down the wrong path because they don't believe in their path. You must believe in your path. And the way you do that is you get grateful. Immediately, I've heard Tony say this, Tony Robinson, immediately when you feel yourself not feeling gratification, you're working your ass off, you're seeing things take place, but it's not getting you where you want to, or complete opposite, you're not seeing anything, you need to immediately get grateful. Sit down. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for this. And I have plenty of things to be grateful about as far as the fact that I even have this opportunity in front of me because I've came from nothing, literally was at zero. The next month, I was going to have to start doing something crazy or something because I was barely holding on. Holding on and holding out from the fact that I didn't want to go back to a W-2 job. But I was probably going to have to do what I had to do plus some other things. Because before I got fired off from my last job, kind of in one whole scenario, I knew that was going to be the last job I ever had. I just didn't know what I was going to do in life. I tried the MLM thing, the area I was in, and long story short, I just didn't have the network, which is one of the reasons why FYI, networking is very important, specifically on being a business built on networking. I wasn't ready for it, but you gotta have those failures and trials and tribulations in life. Specifically, as we get older, we mature and we get wiser. I mean, we humans are built on memories. We take them with us when we go, and we live off them when we're down and low, and specifically even when we're high. Memories are what we need to build this life of imagination, of big dreams that we want. So while I was rekindling, one of the things that I constantly always bring up is the fact of my past failures with my biggest regret of life. I've moved on from it, but for now, and I'm pretty sure for the rest of my life, it'll always hurt. I was a guy that wanted to be or play football, and more specifically college football. And I had the opportunity to play college football. My reality changed because I did not conquer the problems that came up on me getting to my dream. So I'm a guy that had Division I scholarships, which is what I wanted. The problem was I was ungrateful. I was young and dumb. I didn't have the grades, for one, to fall back on to go to the schools that offered me, the smaller Division I schools, and two, I didn't find the gratefulness in the fact that I had them, so they went away. And in the short run, I thought I was supposed to be the type of guy to play for the Georgias, the Floridas, the LSUs, I mean, you name it, UCFs, all of that. I didn't get any of those. I got the smaller Division 1A school offers, which still was my dream. Again, I was just being ungrateful, prideful, and it's one of the reasons why I would say as well, one day I'll get over my pride, specifically speaking from a male's perspective where ego, it drives us a lot. Opportunities wait for no one, people. And that was the perfect example for me. It took me years to get over it. And as much as I say I've moved on from it, which I have, because I've come a long way in life, the magnitude of it still hurts every day, specifically around fall when I have my memories shadow back and push up on me out the blue. Just the smell of fall brings back memories of football on Fridays, the little small bit of junior college football I played after high school. The fact of college football is here. I'm always excited to watch it, but the way my time set up now is hard to do. But just like yesterday, I watched the Georgia versus Notre Dame game. I made sure I made time for that because it's a big game. Watching it and being excited and wishful thinking and painful thinking all at the same time brings back my point of when opportunities come, you better be ready for them, because if not, you're going to hear the trigger just like this. That thing going to come and go. Life waits on no one. Opportunity waits on no one. You must face your reality on the fact of when God blesses you, or whoever, whatever you believe in, the universe, Jesus, whatever, the higher power is what I usually call them when I'm talking to a big general crowd. When it blesses you, acknowledge, really acknowledge what's going on here. Move forward and make a decision. Because whether you make one or not is a decision. Because that decision, whether it's the right one or the wrong one, will always hunt you. I've made decisions that led me up to the point of where I'm at in life, and I'm grateful for them now. But it took a long time for me to be grateful of the fact of all I ever wanted to do was play at least college football and have a chance at the pros. Pros didn't work out. I'm fine with that. I had a whole plan in place, because people always said you might want to have a plan in place, young man. But the plan always started with going to college, playing my dream, living the dream, being a free-spirited athlete, being a great athlete at that, building a legacy around that, and then having some plan A, B's, and C's work out. All that reverted when I didn't have the test scores to lean back on a few Division I schools that were going to offer me /D2. And again, the whole process of it was just ungratefulness. I realized, and I'm not going to tell it in this actual podcast, of what I did wrong. And it just came down to not executing, not being grateful. I had plenty of opportunities to play football, which is what I love. But since I was so caught up on the D1 thing, which is, if any athletes are listening, please understand. If you love football, go play football. It don't matter if it's NIA, Division 2, 3, 1, whatever. If you love football, you'll prove it to yourself by having places to go in front of you, no matter what the level it is, and just going to play. I'll always regret that. Always, until the day I die. But it is what it is. I can't take it back. I've moved on. I'm now an entrepreneur, building businesses and starting from ground zero to up. So when you have an opportunity in front of you, people, it waits on no one. I'm a living testimony of it. The reality is I wasn't ready for the opportunity, which is why I didn't get the chance to conquer my opportunity. Everything is a fast-paced motion, specifically in life. Again, when that door comes and you put your nose on it to where you can open it, you're not opening it fast enough, or you open it with hesitation, or maybe you had a couple of doors in front of you and you just didn't open the right one. Sometimes you just got to take action. Sometimes you got to take the right action. You got to take these things in life. Be ready for your opportunity. I wasn't ready for mine. Lucky for me, I pulled out of it, got my life situated, and said I wasn't gonna keep bullshitting myself on the reality of I fucked up. We're all gonna do it in life. Yes, I use the real reality words of I fucked up. It is what it is. But me, again, living and walking this earth without purpose, because I always thought my purpose in life was football, to be around football, and I had plenty of sense to go still be around football, specifically college football, but I knew at the end of the day, because I still didn't do what I was supposed to do, which was go play college football, it was never going to truly fulfill me. I've always had the entrepreneur spirit in me, because I always knew things in this world weren't right when it came to money. And the ability of me wanting to have a lot of it and own businesses and build businesses, it became simple. I chose the option and route of what scared me the most, or what had the less security in it. Because if I would have went the football route, it would have been easy to be the next black Nick Saban. But my reality is I wanted a challenge. And I'm going to climb this challenge. And I'm not going to let pride, ego, and stupidity get in the way this time. And I'm going to accomplish it. Whether it takes 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, or the rest of my life, I'm going to accomplish it. And that's the goals that I put in place for myself, knowing that opportunities are always around us. What are you going to do to conquer yours? How many of you guys listening right now, specifically you, that has had opportunities come up and you let them go? I've talked to plenty of people, from homeless people all the way down to the millionaires. Man, if I can get that one, or if I knew what I know now. We all say that. But there's plenty of people that say that one job opportunity, that one degree, that one financial move, that one inability to make a decision because it was so scary, that one move to this new town, that one person that I should have networked with, that one girl that I should have married, that one cigarette I should have put down. We all have it. Whether it's about your health, your finances, your personal life, your children, your work life, your sex life, that one move you didn't make or failed to make, or even did make, but it was the wrong move. Understand that when you're facing an opportunity, make sure it's the right opportunity, for one. And then two, have the ability to assess and analyze the opportunity. Mine is always forever gone. It will always forever somewhat haunt me in a way, because it was just simply my dream. It's one of the reasons why I'll tell anybody I didn't get to conquer my football opportunities, and that's all I ever thought about from the age of probably about 11, 12 to I was supposed to go off in college by 18, and everybody around me expected me to go play college football. I was a pretty great athlete. I made plays. I was very dominant on the field as far as wanting to always be around the ball, being a defensive player. I always wanted to put my helmet in something. So it was a big embarrassment to me, still is to this day, that I ended up as people that I said I wasn't going to be. And it's crazy. That's how life can do you. You think you're not that person until everybody leaves the fucking room because you're that person. It's crazy. It's crazy. I was the person who I said I wasn't going to be, as far as what the seniors in front of me, the juniors and upperclassmen in front of me did. And I became them in a heartbeat. It's crazy. And I tried to overcome it and still could not pull it together because I was just blind. Don't let the blind lead the blind, people. Sometimes that's you leading yourself. Stop fucking talking in the mirror all the time and look outside of your world. Talk to people. Hear what people are saying, more importantly. And like I said, when you let's use this analogy. When you're in a room of so-called funky people and you think it's everybody else around you, this is a great analogy, by the way, and then everybody leaves the fucking room and you realize that you're the funky person, you're the musty person, oh man, you better take your ass home and take a shower, because it's been you the whole time. I was that guy. Just big egotistic guy that thought I was the shit. I was never a 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star recruit. I'll tell anybody that all day. But I got the opportunity to play Division 1A football, which for my size, my height, and my weight at the time was a great offer. You know, I just didn't have that father figure or whatever you want to call it in my life to, hey, son, you need to sit the hell down and figure out what's really going on here. And me being at that young age, I didn't know until I got older. And if you're in the same situation that I was, I'm telling you, as Uncle Q, Coach Q, whoever you want to acknowledge me as, hey, man, look at yourself. When I go out in the car, I meditate all the time. But sometimes I need to really sit down and do some real reevaluations of where I'm going and where I'm at in life. One, because I'm being ungrateful about my life. Two, is because I'm looking for the instant gratification. I know life doesn't work like that, and I need to just revent. Or I'm just reprogramming everything that's going on and taking place around me. These are some of the things I do. I like to go to my car and do that type of stuff, specifically because I really appreciate the type of car I have. I've always wanted it, which is a Dodge Charger, by the way. I've always wanted a Dodge Charger. I ended up getting a big boy Charger, the Hemi, and I just love my car. It's a place I love to go meditate. I keep it clean. It's just my place of sanctuary until I get maybe like a man cave or something one day. It's peace and quiet out there, specifically if it's most of the time like it is quiet in our neighborhood where I hear nothing but nature. It's a beautiful thing to be. Seeing that it's kind of hard to always get out to the free spirit nature that's around us because I live in the city. So I'm telling you, if you need to take time to yourself to relive the opportunities that you miss, the opportunities that are in front of you, the opportunities that you need to create and go out and create, do it. It's necessary. If you need to revamp on the fact of where you are at in life and why you're there, why your life is not as good as it need to be, what you need to get grateful on immediately, because life, no matter how fucked up it is for you, remember, life itself is a blessing. Never forget that. So here's the coaching point of the day. Take 15 something. When I do it, I sit out there. I have to put a timer on because I'll sit out there and talk to myself for 2 to 3 hours. I swear to God, I'm crazy like that. But sometimes it's very effective stuff. Most of the time it is. I'm not just sitting out there talking about bullshit to myself. If you need to take anywhere between, I say 30 minutes to an hour, sitting down, revamp. If you just start talking to yourself, most people with sense know this. It's not a crazy person thing. You sit there and talk to yourself in a quiet space by yourself and nobody's disturbing you or around you making you feel awkward by talking to yourself, you'll start bringing up stuff, problems, opportunities, goals, and you'll sit there and blink and it'll be an hour or two later. This stuff is necessary. Specifically, you don't have somebody sitting there gut checking you or nut checking you on what needs to be done. Like, you're not doing anything. You're a piece of shit. I don't know what you think is going on in life. Why are you so prideful? You haven't done anything. You need those reality checks. And some of us need the reality checks of, hey man, you need to get up. You need to go do what you gotta do. You're better than this. You know, what side of the coin are you on? Do you need to be leveled or do you need some leveling? Most people lack self-confidence. And some people like me, I'm both sides of the coin. Just flip it. And that's what I'll be. Sometimes I got too much confidence and sometimes I don't got enough. But I have the ability to sit down, talk to myself on a non-crazy, very realistic and professional manner to I'm like, well, bro, this is what we're doing. This is where we're coming from. This is why we're probably not going here. Because I don't have the ability or network that I want around me yet as far as always. My goal is to always, which is why I started podcasting, to one, speak to people as far as volume and then have people speak back to me. And when I'm listening to people, I'm always understanding their morals in life. And I have a few people that I definitely acknowledge and take into consideration as far as their point of views in life. But I'm not to the point where my team is in place to where I can go vent. We're having our networking meetings. We're having our vibe meetings. We're having our meditation meetings. I haven't had a group or a team like that yet. I got a few people in my life that were bending that way, but I don't have the appropriate network yet. Watch who you take advice from. Understand, show me your future. I believe in the fact of the top 5 people that you hang around between your family all the way up to your work life. I mean, people. It could be a kid. If you and your kid are hanging around all day, show me your friends. I'll show you your future. Show me your people around you. I'll show you your future. You hanging around crackheads, you're gonna be a crackhead. You hanging around millionaires, you're gonna be a millionaire, or you probably are already one. So I'm very diligent on who and why I'm hanging around people, because I want opportunities in front of me. I want to keep creating them. I want to have the ability to conquer them when they come. I don't want to be in a point where I got an opportunity in front of me and I'm neither not acknowledging it, I can't conquer it, or I'm being big-headed about it. I'm never going to I'm going to fail plenty of times in life, don't get me wrong, but I'm never going to let a big opportunity like the fact of I said I'm going to be an entrepreneur, a successful one at that. I'm going to be a millionaire, and most importantly, a multimillionaire. I'm going to build businesses. I'm going to supply housing opportunities for people. And most importantly, my whole theme of saying in life with Legacy Wealth Advantage, my actual company and first branding connection or business that I'm building was all created on one message: to supply people who have lost or have or cannot acknowledge any purpose in life with the ability to have purpose in life. I don't want anybody feeling like there's no one out there for them. There's no opportunity out there for them. As long as you're not a felony, as of right now, because I'll have opportunities for felonies one day, for obviously felonies that truly want to change their life. But besides that point, if you're not a felon, I can supply you an opportunity in life as far as reaching freedom. If you don't believe me, visit www.legacywealthadvantage.com. It is the opportunity that I've created with the vehicle in the insurance world. It's the first vehicle that I'm using to drive me to the things and places I need to be in life. It's a beautiful industry that has no cap to it. It's an industry that will always be around as long as humans are around. We'll always need health and life insurance for every particular reason you can think of. So this is the vehicle I'm using. These are the keys that I'm learning to build wealth, to control time, to find freedom. I want to help you with that. If you're looking for that, go to www.legacywealthadvantage.com, fill out an application. I'll be happy to give you a call, set up an interview with you. If this is not an opportunity that you're interested in, please keep listening to the podcast. My opportunity for you is the fact of thank you for allowing me to put something in your life as far as from mine. Thank you for listening. If there's anything else you feel like I can get better on as far as speaking clearer, speaking louder, using bigger words, stop using bigger words, you let me know. Adding some audio on here. I'm down for the criticism. I'm down for the complete fuck yous and hates. I just want something. Let me know that this isn't knowledgeable to you. Let me know that this isn't, and I need to stop what I'm doing. I appreciate all of it. Seriously, people. So, lesson of the day. When opportunities are in front of you, do not hesitate. I wouldn't say I hesitated, but then again I would, because there was plenty of opportunities I knew and I wanted to play for that school, but I was looking for the bigger hit, the bigger dopamine effect from the Georgia coming and knowing good and damn well Georgia wasn't recruiting me, because I didn't even, nowadays it's all about the stars and all that type of crap. I didn't even have that. And I always look back and just say, man, you dumbass. You had it. You had it. You had it. And it's always a slap in the face when I have to tell myself, you're a dumbass. Nobody else has to tell me. I know. It's embarrassing. And at the end of the day, like I said, it is what it is. I couldn't do what I was, to me, made and supposed to do. And I will always regret that. We're always, as humans, going to have some type of regrets in life, as far as big and small ones. Learn from the regrets, live off the regrets, and keep moving. Keep moving. It took me a little bit too long to finally move past it, mainly because I was still chasing the dream. But, which is very hard for certain athletes to, let that dream go and move on to bigger and other things in life. Because no matter if we play or not, one day we got to move on. We finally make it, get hurt the next, the first game. It was worth it to us. But then again, you still got to move on. So, Legacy Wealth Advantage Podcast brought to you from Mastery Minds Introduction, a school for independent thinkers. Again, follow me at Instagram at Coach Q123. Follow me on Facebook at Legacy Wealth Advantage. I appreciate you listening. When opportunities get in front of you, conquer them. If you need to reevaluate yourself in life, go to your car, your basement, your quiet space, outside. If you live in a rural area where you can get some peace by yourself, go to the park, put the headphones in. I would just even go for a walk. I've done that. I've gone for walks, put my headphones in and make it look like I'm talking on the phone. So people ride by, walking by, whatever, they don't think I'm crazy. Because, it do be crazy people out here walking and talking to themselves on drugs. I'm like, I ain't one of them. So I just put my headphones in, go talk to myself. Sometimes I get up at 6 o'clock and go for walks. Listen to Mother Earth for a while, and then about 20 minutes just enjoying and observing life, and then I start talking to myself, spitting facts to myself on what needs to be done between the day, the year, and the month. So that stuff is important. That's what helps you recognize the opportunities that are coming, not coming, need to be coming, and etc. So I appreciate you for listening. Y'all have a beautiful day. Peace. Peace, peace, peace. School is out.